This is a mini shelled 2x1 with a bunkered shooting floor as well as a bunkered core, and it's going to be super nice and super easy. And of course I'm lagging. As soon as I start recording, someone's got the world building over there. And we're just going to show you how to do it. It's going to be very cheap for the upkeep, and we'll just have that on screen here. It is just this for the core as well as this for the external, which there are two externals. So in total, it's only around 6.6k metal, 6k stone, and around 94 HQM. And that HQM can drop to around 60 something if we don't HQM the shooting floor right there. And it's going to be super nice and super easy. Going to the external first here, we do have a Spinky style external here with the half wall and the double door frame. Keep in mind, I accidentally put the windmills on the thumbnail on this, but any floor above this one right here is going to break with our bunker seal. So don't put your windmill up there. We want our windmill up here, and we just build these double door frames up higher right here to block privilege up here. That way no one could raid an external and then put a TC up here. And again, super nice and super easy, just a Spinky style right here. We'll put a twig half wall there, twig frame here, and another twig half wall, and then we'll have 4 frames at 1.5 style, 1.5 height. So you can jump up and still reach to upgrade. And then we can just demolish this one frame here. And it is only a single garage door with the diamond, of course, but you can go ahead and expand out more if you want. But I just made it super small. No one really hits those externals anyway. I accidentally made that twig, but going into the shell right here, we just have the standard double door, single door airlock with pass through right here. That way there's 4 doors in total for the entrance, 2 sides. We almost always have a door. If you do get raided on one side, you will always have like access. We have a standard style shell right here that you can put a turret on, symmetrical on each side. You can put oil refineries or mixing tables all right there. I like to use the bamboo shelves for jump ups instead of the furnaces, just because it's a lot easier and you can control the height. And coming into our 2x1 core here, it is just very standard stuff. We are using beds or pick-upables right here. You could do a research table, because if we do a shelf with a box, it's going to break with our spiral stair bunker, which is a little weird. But we do also have a half wall, low wall right here that does give us a peek up and down into the shooting floor. And coming into here, we just have a standard half wall spiral stair bunker 2x1 right here. And see, if you see, we have our beds. It's not going to allow us to place that. It's still not going to allow us to place that. And then now it's going to allow us to place that. We can go ahead and seal our bunker right here, and then that way we can place it from this angle, upgrade it, and maybe put the beds down. But otherwise, you really can't put anything right there, which kind of sucks. But you could put it up on the wall. You could do wall mounted loot. And then we have that angle right here. Come up over here, you have your angle down into the entrance. Then you have your 3rd floor right here, which I did have all of the deployables on, but the server crashed and kicked everybody out. And now all my deployables are gone. So there was a tier 3 right there. There was a battery right here, and there was some barrels in this for a loot room. But we do just have our bunker right here, which is openable from the outside and the inside on 2 different directions right here. Just like that. Doesn't matter which way you are, you can open it from either side right here. Just like this. And then we have our 360 shooting floor with mini wall gaps, a ramp gap right on the front door, as well as on-demand door peaks. These are supposed to have a door. Everything is deleting itself after the server is resetting for some reason. And we just have a standard 360 peak shooting floor right here with Brutalist peaks on this side for long range and close-up drop downs, as well as roof peaks that do get covered by one of the turrets. So if they are in your shooting floor peeking back up, it won't really matter. And it is bunkered, so we only need the 1 door right here. You can add a garage door on either side right here going forward. And again, very standard roof style stuff right here. We got 1 turret, 2 turret, 3 turret, 4 turret. And with our unskinned stone roof, since 1 is on the wall stack side and 1 is on our original, they don't clip together for a conditional. And then you get this nice little hole right here to shoot out of. Unskinned stone roofs, and again, you don't need this HQM and you don't need this HQM. It'll drop down to around 60 total HQM without that, but we like it because it's nice and it's easy, and HQM is the easiest it's ever been to get. And again, very nice and very easy. We'll show you how to do it. One weird thing that still exists in the game is this if our embrasure here is facing outward, we can't expand this foundation, the 10-year-old bug that never gets fixed. But if our embrasure is inward, we can go ahead and expand that foundation in case you don't want to pick that up and repair it every time. And again, he's building the world over there, causing the lag, but we'll show you how to do it. It's going to be super nice and super easy. Okay, it's super easy to build. You're going to start out with a 2x1 with a double half wall on the left and a single door on the left. That way we can have a nice full seal with our spiral stair bunker. We'll go ahead and put that TC on the back right with the shift snap to make sure that is still blue. And then we go ahead to expand. We are going to do this one fully normal right here and do a either frame with a triangle grill or just normal furnaces for a jump up right there. Like this, very standard 2x1 bunker style starter. And then we're just going to do a half floor here and a single door, and then that we could put a barrel in there. And then now when we put our spiral stair here, it'll be non-splashable. And we want to go ahead and expand. We want our entrance like this, and we want a half wall, low wall right here, which is going to be a little bit weird because we don't have this floor until we're ready to expand with the external. But again, it's not that bad. We're just going to go ahead and do our peak entrance here, which could be a bit opposite to the tour. We'll just be a bit opposite. We want our peak right here across from our entrance, and then we can have our single door entrance right here across from here. That way we won't really, it'll be better for our spiral stair causing errors right there. And we can do this first, and then we can go ahead and add the honeycomb right here. Keep in mind we don't want the center triangle on our jump up, which we can do it in twig first and break that out later. But other than that, we're just going to add our normal honeycomb on this side, and we want that solid 2 floors all the way up with no using this honeycomb, because this is a 2-wall side, or the weakest side of the 2x1 once we start expanding out. So we don't want that have any weakness until we're on our 3rd floor here, which we can use that honeycomb with the window. And then on the 3rd floor right here, we want to double door everything off like this, and then do the same thing right here on our entrance. We want to seal this off, no access to the shooting floor, and then double door spam right here, just like that. Be careful to leave these open so we can add our bunkers later. And again, this is a little weird. You could do this in wood and chop it out later. And once we break that and we're ready to expand even further, we're just going to do a standard wall stack. So we're going to do 8 squares out and come back with 4 hexagons. And make sure we break that center triangle in the jump up. And again, come back with 4 hexagons. And just like that, we're going to upgrade this single square and demolish all of this twig as far out as it will let us. And then we'll just shoot out, break all that. And then we want 2 squares on this side for our jump up right here. And then we'll finish the shell out like this with double triangle. And of course, got the neighbor building the world. And then a full hexagon right here. That way we'll have our skirt peaks and we can upgrade these 2 triangles and break these. Keep in mind these are still decaying right now until we add the external. But we're going to do that after we upgrade these foundations super quickly here. Just like that. And when we add our external, we're going out 4 twig frames, 4 twig squares, and then capping it with a triangle. That's supposed to be broken. And then we're just breaking all 4 back and putting another triangle right here. And then this is the exact space for a TC. And we will have no actual door yet, so we're just going to do a twig half wall and a double door frame sticking through the roof. And then now we'll have a double door frame out here, which we can just add a double door like this for right now. And then we are just going to go ahead and make our shell starter right here, so nothing is decaying. We can do that with our double door, single door airlock. And full wall right here. And then we want to put the frame at half height right here. And then that frame at 1.5 up there. And it's not letting me place that because we need more stability right here. And now we have it all connected. I'm not jumping high enough to get this apparently. I've made my foundation slightly too high. Just like that, we can get this connected to stop decaying, and then we can sheet everything and full wall everything. Sorry, not sheet. Full wall everything here to connect everything. We can make our half walls. Dirt peaks just like this. We're doing it all in stone first. You could reach pretty much everything later. And we are going to do more full walls right here. And we want a floor at half height in here, a square floor at half height, and demolish the half wall, and then fill that up there with another double door frame. That way we can have turret drop boxes or anything we want right there. And then continue this on this side. Double door frames all the way up right here, and we want a single door entrance and our wall stack wall in front, like so. And we are just going to repeat that on the other side, but since we have this one right here, we're going to go out one square again, and then now we're going to go out 8 squares. Total of 9. That way it just gives us extra room to build back, but we're still going to only build back 4 hexagons. One, 2, 3, 4, and now we have this square right here, and that's why we went out an extra square. And then we'll just go ahead and wrap it around like this, and then you can demolish these and connect it around like this. Now demolish those, go ahead and fill your walls here. And then do your single door, double door airlock right here. And then you can do all full walls right here. And that floor at half height. So I'm not able to get in. Can't jump up that high. Once you have that floor at half height there, that'll create a nice socket to build this off of. And again, break all this twig, taking too long. And then we can just go ahead and go out 4 squares, tap it with a single triangle, upgrade it, put the TC there. And if you're not, you may need to actually, it's really right at the edge. So you may need to squeeze in there to get that TC blue. Then half wall, double door frame, demolish all this. Triangle, full wall, double door frame, double door, floor here. And now we can go ahead and seal this up like this. And I'm way too low, way too high on the foundations to jump up and reach that. So you can just build out like this and jump up and reach it. But again, once you have that connected, everything is nice and easy and ready to expand. We are just going to do the same thing over here and do double door frames all the way up. 2 stories only is all the way. And now before we go to our shooting floor, I like to do these. Again, you don't have to do these, but I really like to do these 3 double door frames up to prevent the vertical takeover, basically. And then placing a TC on your roof and then opening your bunker up here. Once you have those, you are just going to jump up into your shooting floor, and now you can break that, and you can put a square frame here and then a floor extending off of that. was coming off of the wall stack, and I made this twig by accident. And we'll just go ahead and do that on the other side too. You can do ahead again, frame here, and the floor coming off that side, and then the wall coming off there, and then the floor up here coming off your main. And that way you could still have this double door here and open this. And of course it changed the wood, great server performance, just like that. And keep in mind, you do need the stability here to place this roof, which is coming from this frame here. And now that we have this frame here, we'll be able to place this, or it's this frame, because I did it on the wrong side. Cover these up with floors. That's probably the reason why we don't have the stability there. On this side, cover this with floors. Got that one working, and now that one has enough stability. Very nice. Now we can come out here and do triple half walls here, triple window, and then you want this one with the triangle exposed as a single door, and then this one as a window. And you can put the floor coming off here, so you have a nice gap there. And then these floors coming off there, off the original main, and then this is going to be 3 double door frame skirt peak, 3 windows. And of course, that's supposed to be brutalist, so we could place that. And then we do just do a ramp right here and make sure that ramp is stone or twig. And then we could put a square roof over it, put a twig floor right here, jump up here. Worst placement of anything in the game is this stupid ramp. Go ahead and place that ramp, shoot out the twig beneath it, and now repeat all around. And then for our jump up right here, we want to make sure all of our floors here are coming off of our original build, and that way it'll just snap normally, and that way it won't affect the bunker right there. Keep in mind, we won't be able to place the low wall like this, but if you do a twig frame off of the roof, when the roof is still twig, my apologies, when the roof is still twig, you could do that frame off of there and then put that right there, and then upgrade the roof. There's always an order of operations. It sucks when you're doing roofs. So that's supposed to be twig, and then we could do the frame here to block the windows on the sides, and then cap this here, and then upgrade the twig roof. And just like that, you could do a low wall right here, a double door frame here, or your jump up. And then I like to do not HQM that. I like to do 3 half walls right here, and then another one right here, 4, just to create a Dropbox roof storage area right here. And then the last thing, all you want to do is just have this right here, double door frames, 2 stories up, and then 2 triangle roofs for a peek down. And this is going to be done on 4 different sides. Then you can go ahead and put all of your deployables all around, and then you want your unskinned stone roof right here. Keep in mind, you want one like that and one like that to make sure you get that hole right there, and you don't want it off of your regular build. You may need to, you'll get stability to place it the right way. If it's not placing, you got it on the wrong way. Just like that. And then we can go ahead and add our turret spots right here with just 3 double door frames, triangle floor, not low walls. HQM Madness Man over there lagging the whole server. And then we'll go ahead and do half walls all around. Very standard little turret pod right there. And you can upgrade this one to sheet metal so they can't pick it out. And just like that, you have a nice mini shelled bunkered 2x1 that you can go ahead and upgrade accordingly. You could reach everything just like it is in the intro. You can go ahead and upgrade the core to HQM, the shell, the foundations to sheet metal, the honeycomb to sheet metal, these peaks to sheet metal. This can have a half wall right here, or should have a half wall right there. That half wall is missing. You should go ahead and have a half wall right there, or you can do a floor here and then a full wall right here. So it's going to be the same cost. And that way you could have something stored up right there, like a turret or a barrel or anything like that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Very nice and very easy. It looks horrible without the skins because the server's lagging, because my man is building the world over there with the 90 by 190. Very nice and very easy.